Hello all! Welcome back to HighPriest Reacts to Hunt of the Parenting. This time we'll be doing 3.7, Ghoul Lore, 3.8, half demon, half, all hunter boy story, which were both, audio logs, released after Chapter 4, but at least I'm pretty sure Ghoul Lore was. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else on here. Short number 2. I by the way, I've gone and relabeled a lot of stuff because I went just with the number release, but now I'm using the actual titles. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Anyways, now we've got the stuff as it is, so it's more accurate for anyone following along, because, like, I don't know why I did that the way I did. The actual short number 2, Detective Kevin, because I'm pretty sure I've never seen that one. Then we've got 4.1, Special Treatment, Hunter the Parenting short, set after 4.1. And 5, wow, hold on, how much is that? I didn't even pay attention to the time until just now. I do not think I'll be able to do more than just 3.7, and maybe if I'm filling up to it, 3.8 tonight. Damn it. That is a lot of stuff. The good news is 3.8 and Hunter the Parenting 4.1 should be too bad. But that's frustrating. Yeah, just 3.7. That's on me. I should have recorded earlier today, but I've been a little just some minor but annoying, well, ultimately minor as far as how things could be, but very annoying shit, and I don't want to go into it. So, yeah, well, let's just get to 3.7. And I'm pretty sure this out works well, but critical. Oh, nope, yep, I know it works. So, yeah, 3.7, Ghoul Lore. This is going to be fascinating stuff. Oh, I need to turn this down in post. Very loud. But that's absolutely no problem. Yeah, also, I'm not streaming my reactions anymore. I just want... You know, I was hoping it would get more people to come to my Twitch channel, because this channel outweighs my own my Twitch and gaming channel by a lot. Some people, it is at least somewhat popular enough, and I was hoping I could get some of that for my other stuff.
I was just about to get mopping.
I already like the presentation of this one.
As for the others, Door's out in the thicket testing those big guns. Markus is in an Everclear coma, and Boy is upstairs.
Preparing for a hunt or passed out in stupor. Clear examples of my powerful tutorship.
Markus is sleeping on the floor and, you know, reflexively punches me when I try to lift him up.
That's my son.
Or he'll put me in a sleep hole.
So protective.
One time he sleep power bombed me.
I love him.
Living with you lot is like if wrestling was real.
Yes, wrestling. It is definitely not real. Don't look into it. I have something for you, by the by.
For me?
Yes.
Of course, wrestling had something else going on the inverse. Oh, hey, the return of the blender.
Oh, goodness gracious, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, this one looks complex. This must have been a fortune. Where'd you steal it?
Steal? Come now! I bought it!
That's a first.
At the 99p store.
You what?
Yep.
But it doesn't feel 99p.
They don't call me the Duke of Discounts for nothing.
God, I like that continuation of that little story.
Cigarettes had to be and skulls broken into my for hours.
Were they at least bad people?
Most of them.
Right, won't pry anymore, but this blender!
Most of them are like, that's not an accurate description of what he did, but still, he did go on an adventure.
They don't have any markers on them. They're all just blank?
I am sure they blend things.
Wait, why are all the blades shaped like a biblically accurate ophonym?
No clue, but it sure gives new meaning to the term
Huh.
cutting edge.
Actually, the entire
Do we
blender
actually-
looks kind of low resolution. Okay, sorry, that makes no sense. I mean, it's an object, but it just looking at it, it looks kind of blurry and undefined somehow.
Please don't complain about
Okay.
the blender. I'll have to do a nightmare pit to procure.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't mean to complain. I just think it's wait, pit?
Yes.
Yes.
In the
Yeah, that
nightmare
explains it.
shop.
Yes.
Yep.
I suppose you get what you pay for.
Yes. The fucking yes, the fruits of humanity, son-in-law. A multiverse.
I love the details that we didn't get, like, you know, the Aphanium blender piece. We might have seen it in there, but just, I didn't really.
We'll get to
think.
blending when we.
And we definitely don't get looking at it, the whole low resolution bit.
Doors restored the wall.
I like that idea, though.
The field.
An object that looks like a low resolution picture. That fucking sounds unnerving.
For a bit, even if it's for Yarmouth.
Oh, eager to get back in the field?
More the opposite. Being chased through my house by a bloodthirsty beast has had me a bit on edge. Just being here where it occurred is kind of uncontrollably anxiety-inducing.
Ooh. No longer safe at home.
I forgot you're less acclimated to the lifestyle.
Is it possible to acclimate to almost being killed in your own home?
I mean, certainly, but,
A gradual process.
yes, that's...
That's disconcerting.
Hold no worry. You'll find that sleeping in the blood of your enemies is fantastic for your mental health.
Those bloodstains in the cellar have actually had me tossing and turning quite a bit.
The life of a hunter has little comfort to offer, I fear.
Yeah, that is actually...
So long as we
Very
are
on
on
point.
this roof, I will do all in my power to protect you.
That's assuring, Sadi. Thank you. Since the bobbies didn't do any cleaning, maybe you could help me rinse those stains out?
Pressure washer time!
I was thinking mop?
This is wicked vitae we're talking about, and the pressure washer's already loaded with holy water. Let's head for the
I
washing.
wasn't expecting it to move around like this.
Hide it from the cops.
God, I love it whenever they play around with presentation in a series in any way.
Norfolk police adulterate my
Having a camera go through what I think is probably a 3D environment
My mind is limited in what it can
like
take in.
this
Actually,
really adds to the vibe of this video. Holy shit, I was not expecting that.
Do you have contacts within the local police force or something?
Oh, he met with the Chapman guy, did he?
I guess. He met an officer who claimed to be working with you. Same who was at the well station. Another hunter, it seemed.
Yes, he's the officer who interrogated us. He's also...
Violently throw himself in the woodshed, I love it.
He's been covering things up for us. It's probably why we ought to return to the house so soon.
Goodness. That's great, actually.
It is. So, if you see him around, be only marginally worried. He's an ally.
Ah, yes,
Friends
marginally,
with a cop, huh?
yeah, marginally worried.
Get me back into the Holy See! Now, pressure washer time!
Right, good.
Wait, he got banned from Rome and then came back?
Good boy. He is,
Or,
a bit
not Rome, but, the Vatican? I don't know why I went Rome as Holy See there.
Smells
I mean, it's near, but...
Ah, yes, Yes, and boy. That's not too surprising.
I'm a tad worried. He hasn't slept soundly since the Piotr thing, and especially for an 11-year-old, that's quite bad.
Yes, the 11-year-old mind does need its 3 hours of daily rest, unlike the adult brain.
He's been rambling about horse.
I am aware.
I think his lack of sleep mixed with the absinthe he's been chugging to and fro has led him to believe that.
Oh, he's been drinking absinthe too, of course.
Demon or something.
That rapscallion. I remember sneaking into my grandfather's wine stash as a lad. I mean, it is quite normal for a newly awakened hunter to experience delusional nadirs.
I think I always love it when D actually puts forth actual fonts of wisdom.
Collapsed in on itself. It will take time for him to find himself in this new paradigm, but that does not mean we cannot help him find his way.
Absolutely a lunatic, but he does know what he's talking about.
Moratorium time. No more drinking.
Oh, thank God.
Psychedelics and cigars only.
That's not much better.
But it is better.
Arguably?
I've never lost an argument in my life. Checkmate. Let's go. Fresh water. Get.
Okay.
Uh,
My noggin's pounding.
Oh, but the pounding has yet to begin. We haven't even broken into the Arcanum yet.
Do we have to break in? Can't we just knock? Call?
yes, I love that as the transition effect.
Full well we would sooner be subject to sniper fire than be let in again.
Remold Blacklaw, yeah, ancestral blood feud and all that. But the Chancellor would surely listen.
Would he though?
If he heard there was an imposter in the chapter house, yeah, I think he'd let us in.
We will still need to get through Remold. Breaking in is our best bet. Even if he were to accost us before we can get to Arkham, he will have to face us in
I need to watch chapter 4 because I'm a little bit rusty on what happened there.
Time, I think.
Yes, that would be funny and good. Especially given the presence of that Blacklaw hooligan.
Make me realize that, so it's probably good I'm only gonna get just this one.
Told me about.
Goodness. The prospect of one of our own being a traitor is frightening.
Right, yeah, I thought it was the one guy who was fidgety.
Without our skills, that ghoul might jeopardize all the
And then killed the friendly old janitor.
Those cellar keys, by the way.
Sure, yeah, just a... Shit. Open!
I love locks, conceptually anyway.
Watch the second stairwell. There's still something horrifyingly slippery down there.
Wait,
What?
hear that? Vermin.
Bloody hell, we got rats again? Oh, that's one large rat.
Oh, is it probably gold?
Gotta hide all me old scones.
Caution, dear lad.
Caution?
You do remember what we talked about, right? About vampires and their helpers not bound by the night. Our corners and our walls might be subject to their rule. Caution, dear lad. This could be a ghoul.
What?
I mean, I was thinking ghoul rat, but
I mean, really? Are you serious?
I do not delegate poetic whims to mere gist, son-in-law. This is now a hunt.
Oh, goodness gracious.
We can't possibly locate it like this. We'll scrounge forth the tools necessary to destroy this noxious beast.
Oh, we have to kill it?
Come, we must get the ear trumpet.
Trumpet? Listening through the walls.
Of course. Quickly and quietly. It should be in the random shit vault.
The
random
still
shit vault.
storage.
That's the spice. Tactical retreat!
Oh boy. Sir, we've only briefly talked on ghouls in the past.
Of course. Delicious omelette.
Can we talk a bit more in depth on
I wasn't expecting to get this strong an idea of what the general layout of Kin's home is.
That? How could I not? I'd actually been meaning to, I have something secret and highly sensitive to divulge to you and only you.
Certainly.
The ear trumpet should be with the ear muffs and the ear vacuum and the ear jar, wherever those are.
Not the ear jar.
Whilst we look, let us get some ghoulish gossip going.
Right. Would you mind if I wrote stuff down?
That is certainly a better use of your time. Leave the trumpet sleuthing to me.
So, I'm just going through my old notes on ghouls here. Blank body serfs. Mortals grown addicted to blank body ichor. They serve their masters with impassioned devotion. They carry a, quote, whisper of a blank's abilities, quote, smatterings of blank body magics. They can act as spies, reporting breaches in the code of silence that blank body under-societies impose. That's all I've got.
Canny summation of
Yeah, I know
vessel,
some.
if I do say so myself.
That's about what I know, and most of what I know is from
more to haplessly
either people talking about it or people
For
playing
sure, sink
the
away.
vast great video
Welcome
game.
me to the Norfolk Broads.
Whoa, wasn't expecting such vulgar humor out of you, son-in-law.
You what? Oh, no, I meant, you know, I like Norfolk's the wetlands.
Did you dig grows ever deeper, ever more moist? Get out, quickly, quickly, you'll sink!
All right, what I'm trying to say is, I've been in it for a bit now, and I do try to follow your example with practical learning, but I love theory.
You do.
I cannot get away from the fact that I love theory.
True.
So I just want to pick your brain a bit. It might help us with spying some clues that can help us spot the ghoul easier.
Your wisdom is vast. Allow me to rip my brain forth and present it to you, warts and all. You have officially entered Ghoul School, dear student. And your first lesson...
That was a good. That was a great old TV movie.
So we avoid another letting the vampires drink each other for power scenario?
Markus would love to do that too.
We'll talk about that. Ooh, I found my old humor extractor.
Right, grand. So then, I have a first subject just laying out the basics.
Topic 1. How is a ghoul created and
What is a
their
humor extractor?
role?
But like, I understand
How is a ghoul
humors were
created
old
and
medical
what is
terms
their
that were
role?
nonsense.
For our purposes, a ghoul is simply a living thing that has drank vampire blood.
That's it? What about the whole blood slave angle?
A ghoul is not necessarily a serf, nor even a regular vitae drinker. What's more, the word is actually something of a slur in origin.
What the hell? We're referring to them by a slur name, Sadi?
Yes, and there's several different kinds of hells, too.
What?
The term ghoul stems from the imbalanced power dynamic between them and their domitors. A vast gulf hewn out by the vampiric elite. Whilst derisive, it is the standardized term for non-vampiric vitae drinkers, even among the more progressive of their kind. And so far, I've never heard a ghoul use any other moniker.
In our ignorance, I suppose we'll have to settle for it?
Things will change once we mass evaporate enough of the vampire elite. I assure you.
But I'd still assume
Yeah, I don't think that's
ghoul
gonna
has a
have much
particular role in vampiric society, yeah?
chance.
You framed them as the
There'll always be
vamp
more
players
vamps to feel
during
leaked
the day, helping
news.
prevent the truth of their existence from being discovered.
This is true of many ghouls, but not all. They're the servant class of the vampires. Greater than us kind in their estimations, but still decidedly subordinate and inferior. As such, they can perform many menial tasks for their domitors.
I mean, that's at least heavily to do with the fact that they're addicted to
Some even have no true purpose.
vampiric vitae.
And are kept merely as trophies, pets, or companions. So, in a way, does someone who earns a wage have a particular role in our society? It's the same answer.
Is that an apt comparison?
Yes! Much like the peasant class, they are defined by their exploitation by blood-sucking vampires.
Ah, like me old manager.
You get it? The difference
Yeah,
is
exactly.
that ghouls too suck. A horrid, awful example is a ghoul we hunted 11 years ago in Poland. Her name was Primordial Hag Rosalia, a title she herself insisted upon. She was an amazing, but
That is totally a title.
upon courting me in the tranquil embrace of a Wednesday's twilight amidst a holy grove at the ancient Oakland, I soon learned of her fatal addiction. She, the faithful serf of a vampire wizard, one we had tracked through the slow stilling of the local pulse, was the perfect embodiment of the normative thrall rule. Bound tirelessly to her dormitor, she was their eyes and ears. She acted as clandestine agent and a lethal hand in her
Yep, some
daughter's domain.
stereotypical and
She
loyal
also
one.
served as an economist,
Even
a
if-
chauffeur, a maid, and a reserve blood bag, all in one sorrowful symphony of servitude.
Relatable.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Sorry.
What? Body burying! She also buried bodies.
Oh,
and took care of the camels.
camels in Poland.
The camels.
It's just he kept not getting what he was so fine.
We have gone too far. So she was a normative ghoul.
More or less. Ha-ha! Yes!
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you found the ear trumpet?
By human hearing, we are no longer bound. We trumpet by ear. Our prey will be found.
You inspire endlessly, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, but for, what was her name? Rosalia?
Primordial hag Rosalia. Yes.
Sure, sorry. How exactly could she put up with all that?
Well, past the impossibly addictive nature of the
Yeah.
vitae, there's also the blood bond.
Blood bond, okay. I think that's a new one. Let's go with that for our next topic.
Certainly. Let's keep up our discussion as we head out. But first, let us see what we might have gained. All right, trumpets up to my ear. Say something funny.
Something funny.
Ah, my ear! Ah, ah,
I'm sorry?
Perfect. With more good, this truly starts. Let
God
us
damn it, you're just absolutely unhinged.
Right, so, what is the blood bond?
It is a truly, unquestionably vile thing. The blood bond is to take the very essence of a person and wring it whole in chain. To enslave someone's very thoughts.
Like, convince them that the thoughts
And
and
notably,
actions
it's
of
thing
their body
even
are their own?
vampires can do to each other.
Law, but much worse. The blood bond is, to most, completely indistinguishable from the natural feelings of loyalty, faith, duty, and love. The blood-bonded brain will do its all to trick itself into believing that these feelings, and anything demanded of them by their regnant, are legitimate, justified, and good.
Regnant?
Can
That's a
warp
new
the
one.
thrall's very perception of reality, changing it to a world where their regnant is the undisputed center.
Again,
That
Regnant, that's a new one.
Undoubtedly scary. But being blood bonded is not a prerequisite to being a ghoul.
A question with an irritating answer. It is
Huh.
not, but almost all ghouls who drink directly from a dormitor are immediately bound in some way via the first drink. It is often assumed to be
Even
a
uninten-
prerequisite, because they were
Yeah,
born
even
with the taste of the
unintentionally.
first drink. It is only after the third they are truly enthralled.
Oh.
But depending on how frequently they are fed and how attentive their regnant is, ghouls can either be slavishly devoted or fiercely resentful of this situation. This all entirely assuming that they're drinking fresh vitae from the source.
I'm just reminded that Masquerade game, Bloodlines, had a woman who you could save the life of via letting her drink some of your blood, but that results in her being bloodbound and coolified.
And honestly hasn't had the sense to leave yet. I mean,
In
honestly.
short, said he,
And a ghoul is someone who has drunk vampiric vitae. The qualifier is only that you have committed to it once, and the label is not necessarily a permanent one. That is all a ghoul is.
ah, right, got it, okay.
So you could drink it once, be disconnected for a while, and
slavishly devoted part of our summation of ghouls is the result of
during the period where the powers are fading, you're
actually necessarily part of being a ghoul, yes?
Well, yes and no. Don't do that.
Ah, son-in-law, it is me, Sir D. I am a font of inspiration and ideas.
Oh, you pernicious prankster.
Sorry.
Well, let me elucidate. Right.
well, he certainly knows how to get on Dee's good side, much more than any other member of his family.
Who is a rare blue steak, maybe wet black pudding. Oh, or when Markus impacted me and we flew into the bus
A
together.
blemish on your gastronomic repute.
That still hurts.
But good for our exposition. Your regular fellow does not drink raw blood. For the purposes of this generalization, we are excluding Boy, Dor, and the fearsome Mongol hordes of Genghis Khan. But yes, you will not drink raw blood. Especially not raw human blood. Especially not directly from some nasty dude's wrist. That's grody. Disgusting! Why ever do it? This is a call to engagement, son-in-law! Why would someone drink from the grody man's wrist?
My assumption was that they were simply forced to drink. Kevin used a strange mind trick to prevent us from moving back in the Bidham tunnels. In such a way, they could force their ghouls to drink their blood and then,
Say no more, but you are completely wrong, son-in-law.
Huh.
Good, I am learning.
Whilst many
I mean,
are
obviously, there's sometimes when the person doesn't have much choice.
Vampire's vitae activates something in the brain upon so much as getting close to it.
activates.
Concept of free will is blasted into the realm of myth as you, small lad scared by slightly too big chicken, suddenly guzzles down that foul corpse liquid. No, that irresistible wrist nectar with no fear, no disgust,
God damn, that is
and
just
barely any notion of what
word choices.
That is as appalling as it is worrying. And once you drink...
you are Gould. And so met with a craving that would take other drugs weeks to engender. And from there, the spiral only deepens.
Given that, the blood bond just kind of comes naturally for most ghouls, I take it.
It does. We are both the incredibly addictive vitae in of itself, hitting like no other barbiturate. Then, there is the blood bond, which materializes the more someone drinks of the same vampire's vitae.
Yeah, I definitely could not choose the second one tonight.
She drank 3 separate times, on 3 different occasions. 24-something hours between each drink. After that, the bond took a complete stranglehold.
And much like her, that is when a ghoul becomes their domitor's retainer, basically.
Their trusted retainer, at the least. Even if they were originally unwilling, like Rosalia was. They are now both addicted and bound to the will and vitae of the vampire, overwhelmed by an uncontrollable feeling of loyalty and desire for their heinous master. That slavish devotion to the vitae comes in 2 for many, or just in 1 for some.
The ability to mess with the brain like that, the thing that makes us... us.
You can just imagine the breadth of power fantasies enacted by those vampires willing to abuse
Yeah.
Enslave your past bully, enslave your working staff, enslave your desired lover.
That is beyond horror.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, but believe you me, it gets far worse.
Really? Oh, goodness.
But not yet! The rat awaits, child! We will have to pace ourselves like we're out pubbing in Great Yarmouth!
So, spot of tea followed by a crack injection?
What the? What you don't inject? So tell me, do you believe Yarmouth is fundamentally broken on some spiritual level?
Oh, that is
Somehow
good.
connect with the 99 key stores and many
Baffled
golf
so much from
courses?
over there.
Oh, I am sure.
The masters of these accursed places must be hunted down! The club head, the groundkeeper, all bound for annihilation, much like the British royalty. Oh, Queen Victoria, you'll rue the day yet!
Fairly sure Queen Victoria is dead.
I'm sure you are, but I'm not convinced.
Well, before we get back
So
to
yeah,
the
he's
hunt, let me ask.
not a young
Are there
person.
vampires who never actually blood bond their ghouls?
Certainly. I've known vampires
I've heard
who
some
refuse
speculation
to
that he might be a mummy.
invincible, but still feed vitae
Or something
to
like
their
that.
ghouls. They need only be careful.
So, not all
Apparently,
ghouls
those
are
don't
blood bonded,
actually
but all
have to
are
be from
blood bonded
Egypt
are
in the
ghouls.
setting.
Yes, except vampires. Well, vampire ghouls are, for our purposes, technically a thing, but would many times come across as immensely derogatory to call a vampire a ghoul.
Because it's a slur?
It's more that it's an immediate turning of their social order, placing one of the kindred in the same position as their slaves.
So, what? According to those who structure power in their societies, a vampire cannot be a ghoul by definition?
Yes! And it's not a definition we have to use. Their definition is formed and enforced by societal standards, traditions, and their hierarchical order. So,
And the term will
if you
probably
want to
piss him off,
insult
so
a
hey,
high-flown vampire
good.
wizard, defy them, and insist upon calling them a ghoul. Just don't let them touch you.
Oh, we are really getting stuck in now. But look, while we're talking terms, I have a new topic.
Very good! But before that,
Oh, right, the hunt, sorry.
my augmented ear must ascertain the creature's current location.
What are you...
I'm listening for movements through the wall.
Isn't it trickier to listen through the house's exterior wall than doing it through the walls
I
inside?
hear it!
I guess not.
Wait. I think this rat has 8 legs?
8 legs?
What
Jesus,
poor
that is
freak has
horrifying.
invaded our home? If they are able, they will soon come to regret it. To the kitchen!
The kitchen?
Oh, maybe it's
All right,
practice.
maybe I can pack away the scones I made before they dry.
I shall open the kitchen window!
Or what should I do?
Here, take this ear jar!
What? Holy shit!
No, I thought you'd catch
Why
it!
bring the ear
You
jar?
have to do. The irresistible smell of meaty ears will surely attract that morbid pest.
Whose ears even are these?
They're labeled with hexadecimal serial codes behind the load so I can keep track. But it doesn't
Oh, God.
matter now. Leave these ears in peace.
Oh boy.
We will take our vantage point outside the
Dude,
window.
that's just the sheer amount of nonsense stories that just poke up every time
It's so hard. Even though
he
right
talks.
now, I can feel it.
Okay. We're just gonna sit here in the yard.
I love the yard.
Fair. Fair. You'll clean up the ears, yeah?
Sure, if there are any left.
Good. Whew. Mind if I bring up another topic?
Bring them like boats up the mountaintop.
What is a domitor and what is a regnant?
Okay, yeah, Regnant is to be
I've
baffled.
heard you use the
Domitor
words
is...
regnant and domitor a few times now.
Yeah, Domitor
Are
seems
these real
fairly
titles
self-explanatory.
used by vamps?
Dominator,
And is there some kind of distinction
Regnant,
between
on the
the
other
two?
hand, is,
They just feel like different words for master.
Yes, these are real terms used by real, actual uppercase V vampires that are real and actual. I've heard the titles of Ghoul and Domitor, as well as Thrall and Regnant.
Yeah,
from
these are terms I don't know very
multiple
much.
sources, at least in the West. Also, Lickmaster, Vaddy, Big Papa, but those are just perverse.
How charming.
And to answer your second question, these are not, in fact, synonyms. They are
Oh?
distinct. First, we have a ghoul and a domitor. A domitor is the blood giver, whilst the ghoul is the blood recipient. That is actually as simple as phyllo cheese pie. But it is,
I
of course,
understand the
mostly
particular
traced to the language
sub-clan of
masters.
vampires that Kevin's
Because
from
everything vampires do
normally tries to basically keep
Tracks.
themselves
Every
up
other
in
word
this
of a pure's mouth
interweb
was a master-slave dichotomy.
pyramids
And
of
these vampires sure
blood
have their class
bonds,
systems.
all
What of the regnant,
dedicated to
though?
their
What's that term all about?
originator.
Regnant-thrall relationship
The
is
only
a
one that was still
still
around, mostly by virtue of
See, a thrall is one
being
who is
artificial.
blood bonded. A regnant is a blood bondee. Here,
But
the
this might be
master
based on later
is
canon where that,
non-literal, and
that
inseparably
got took out and the
attached
entire
to
thing
position of the
imploded.
existence of the bond. A ghoul is many times also a thrall, but not necessarily. Do you understand?
Ow. Naturally. And I suppose thrall is equally as derisive a term within the same context?
Not always.
No?
Unlike the term ghoul, a vampire can also be named a thrall.
I mean, that makes sense. They had to have a way of saying
When
it.
you speak of a thrall, you're talking about a blood-bonded vampire. As the whole society is structured around it being given that a ghoul is always blood-bonded, using thrall to describe a ghoul is meant to be redundant. Which, you know, it isn't. But I want you to think it is. As an example for a vampire thrall, take primordial hag Rosalia's regnant. That foul sorcerer had another one blood-bonded to them. The lowly magi they had signed. For as bad as the regnant thrall title
Yeah.
sound, it is the norm in certain social cliques for vampiric thralls to proudly name themselves such, as they partake in a bond or blood wedding, as they might grossly.
Yeah, with a very complex little
Such
pyramid
debasement,
scheme,
which
basically.
frowned upon in many societies, is often not considered an act of social upheaval or a degenerative taboo. Rather, it is considered a noble
No, not
and
Tremere.
necessary recognition
That's a
of
different guy.
an inevitable hierarchy that serves to keep social order intact.
No,
That is,
maybe?
of course, unless the blood bond was imposed.
I'm trying to
by someone
remember
of
what the name of
lower
that particular
clan
vampire
to a
group
kindred
is.
of higher clans, say.
Oh,
Corridor is the one I
was
was, other one I was thinking of. No, it is Tremere.
Ha-ha! Who's keeping count, eh? Count! Like Dracula! In summary, not all ghouls are thralls, and not all thralls are ghouls. Same for domitors and regnants.
The vampire elite really loves to use norms as a weapon, huh?
Much like
Oh,
any
yeah.
cat.
That's true. Now, okay, this is all fine and good.
Which kind of norms that they're
Excuse
pushing?
me, this is god-awful.
True! Except for the god part, probably.
A serf willing to do anything at the call of someone as morally bankrupt as Piotr. I can see
Possibly.
just how dangerous that is.
World Darkest God
There
is
no limit to
often
how many ghouls or
not a
vampire
great
can have
guy.
either?
The only limit lies in how much vitae a vampire can give.
Goodness gracious. But as I understand it, that's still not even as bad as it gets, yeah?
Oh! No, 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 no. No, 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 not by far. The eight-legged rat thing we now hunt? Likely a hateful example of just that.
Wait. Sir, my scones!
Your stoners?
My scone!
Your stonies?
Look! Through the window! They're bloody gone!
Scans.
Scones!
Gnomes!
Did the thing take them? Or is Markus awake?
Damnation! Into the house, quickly!
Are the ears still on the floor?
Markus?
Marcus, have you eaten 20 scones in one sitting again? No response. Doris out firing guns and has been in a ration-type mood all week. And boy does not eat bread or British food.
Sir, look! A trail.
It leads out onto the pool deck through the window.
Should we follow it?
Yes.
Oh god, my scone!
Yeah, there's also, a vampire clan involves, there's like the Tremere, the blood magic guys, there's the flesh crafting guys. Those are usually, associated with the group of, same group that the vampires they captured were
That
with.
reminds me. Ghoul powers. There's the matter of the smattering of vampire magics that you mentioned. They gain a whisper of their master's powers. What does that entail exactly?
I will not lie, dear boy. I will not lie. But I will get entirely within your personal space, okay? What I'm about to divulge is of the utmost sensitivity and confidentiality. You, I can trust with it. But the others, not quite yet. Have faith
So
that I
we
will
go
tell
into
them
vampire
that the time is
powers
right.
entirely
Just
within-
seconds sooner. Understand me, dear boy.
Later.
Okay.
But I will first point out the Scone Trail. The Scran, the Scroak, the Skrelv, the trail. It leads to the pool house.
Oh, it does. But what an odd trail.
From the window onto the pool deck to the pool house. Scran, the Scone Snatcher, was following the very edge of the deck, pressed against the house walls, until it ducked beneath the deck table.
Honestly,
and
though, if you want a
sprinted into the
good
pool
premiere
house.
on the lore that's sitting outside of this show, with the Bloodline games that are great at that.
If we assume that this
It
is...
doesn't go into full depth.
like a
Oh no.
rat.
But
Rats aren't known to fear a light rain like this. Could this be a ghoul thing?
Ghouls can inherit flaws from their master or develop new idiosyncrasies. But I've never heard of a fear of rain. We had better move quickly.
Right. I'll open the door. Oh, goodness!
What a bloodbath! Or perhaps a bread bath?
My scones! My fine home-baked scones! Ripped apart like the common 99p loaf!
I'm so sorry, son-in-law. We should never be a victim in the fight against
I mean,
evil.
I'm there, yeah.
Arcanum to my family's scone recipe again.
I have occasionally
moment.
baked.
The creature could still be here.
What?
There's an easy way to figure that out. Pressure
wait,
water. Go!
The water jet's etched itself all over the woods. Oh, the pool house and the deck stains all patchy and... Oh god, a plank snapped.
Son-in-law, look.
What?
Son-in-law! Look closer.
Oh.
Oh, what?
It wasn't visible under the deck stain. But now that it's been blasted away and I have to repaint it again...
Focus.
Sorry. These are claw marks. But they're only here, and they've left almost like small craters behind them.
Huh.
Can you suss out what happened?
Oh shit. There's a small dent on the roof right above. Did they jump up onto the roof from here? Can they
Oof.
do that?
I mean,
Let me tell you about
crafted
just
well.
that.
Ugh.
Sure, but what if it can hear us?
We'll move out and go to Door's workshop. Given our findings, the creature seems to not like rain. It's likely hiding by the chimney. Or perhaps even in the attic.
Okay. We'll go get one of the ladders. Let's go.
Listen close. The vampire is two things. The body and the vitae. The human and the beast. The good and the bad. And sometimes the ugly. But that's three. Now, several millennia ago, an ancient canine was subject to venereal tumors.
What? Canine? Not canite.
We're talking dog cancer now!
Okay.
A freak accident by nature. The tumor cells in this dog would mutate, gaining the ability to infect other dogs like a pathogen. These venereal tumor cells would essentially become an entity all their own. A unicellular, an immortal life form that could spread from body to body, bringing its deadly affliction to millions upon millions of dogs all across the globe.
Fuck?
Yes! The Vitae is a life form alien to its host that co-opts the corpse of a human, taking its hands, its heart, its mind, and memories, puppeteering it like the zombie.
Okay, the beast, the dog part is completely nonsense right now.
Eating, and spreading its infection further, and cordyceps, that's
For the fungus or the dog tumor?
Does it matter? Dear boy, these are what curses are. These are the great calamities we set ourselves against. And a small part of the Vitae, that life form, that living curse, is spread into the still living form of another. To make a ghoul.
A vampire's blood does its all to give their host a shot at their new role as predator. I take it does similar things to ghouls?
Yep.
Is that where you're going?
Correct. But much like how it manipulates the mind and body
Yeah,
of
he lost himself a metaphor there,
it
but
creeps in
basically,
the
yeah.
same way into the still animated tissues of a living one, though in a far more limited regard. It is like the human body, whilst it still brims with life, fights against the undead agent infiltrating its body. A war fought between good and bad, and sometimes ugly, within your very flesh.
That's an inspired analogy, I must say. But, whilst the vampire blood asserts its control, I take it the ghouls are able to make use of the same arcane abilities that their Domitor employ? I mean, since a part of their Domitor is now part of them, yeah?
I mean, I assume that's how it works.
Certainly.
That's part not gone into
By and
most
large, their powers
details.
are very limited. Increased strength, resilience, and bodily generation come most naturally. The overwhelming majority of ghouls I've met are limited to just those. But other powers are not outside their grasp, provided their Dormitor possesses them as well. In addition, it demands intense training for a ghoul to master even the most basic of disciplines. So it was for primordial Hag Rosalia, and a few other ghouls I've happened upon.
So if Piotr had a ghoul, say, could they be able to go invisible and juggle a dumpster? Here you go, by the way.
Thank you. Well, not in the way Piotr could, of course. A theoretical Piotr ghoul could train themselves to use a form of invisibility, but one that only works if the user is totally still.
Huh.
Alternatively, they could attain an ability to punch hard enough to easily break a leg, but not much more than that.
There's just a lot of different vampire types out there, isn't there? And I'm sure we haven't even catalogued.
I mean,
half of
even the
them.
vampires have
We can't even
hard
know
limits on what their
ghouls can do
powers
because
are.
we
Just
barely
there
even
are
know
ways.
what vampires can do yet.
This
Past
is
that.
true, and there are as many ghoul variants as there are vampire variants, if not more. But once we get on that roof, we can add another one to our index.
Ladder's here, by the way. Wait, shit, this one's too short.
I couldn't even use that for my extemporalized pole dancing.
There should be another one here somewhere. Oh, here. Wait, this one's also too small.
There's a wooden ladder in Horse's house, right?
Yeah. Yeah, alright,
Huh.
we'll go get that one, I suppose. I could have sworn we had a bigger one in here.
Whoa, horse time!
In regards to this one, like as far as they go, I mean, ghoul variants.
I mean, I don't even know how
This
many
one is
clans
at
there
least
are. It's been a
not
while since I looked
your
up.
standard ghoul.
Based on the clues presented thus far, of course not.
Since there's a lot of variables involved, what do you reckon this ghoul could be? Some type of fell, muck-wielding ghoul empowered by their Domitor? Or an ultra-slick, nigh-invisible skulker?
Let me
I mean, if
lay
we're
some
saying it's an
ground.
eight-legged
Starting off,
rat,
there
then
is
it's
a
probably
vast
something
natural
made
variance
by
from ghoul to ghoul, depending
Fletch
on
Raptor. That's my
the dormitory.
assumption.
The thrall ghoul is the thing that the vampiric elite would list as the only legitimate kind of ghoul. But for as much as I make fun of the blue-blooded vampire snobs, I too think this next ghoul variant is a dangerous thing to talk openly about. This is another important factoid that I bestow upon you in confidentiality, son-in-law.
Ooh. This one I don't think I know about.
Is
The independent ghoul.
independent. Like,
Oh, like the copper then?
non-thrall variety? Is that not better?
Or I
in
guess he's
every
a switch
way?
boss.
It certainly is, let me be clear. Independent ghouls are good. I wish independence for every ghoul out there, before they liberate themselves from the Vitae entirely. To much of vampiric high society, however, they are living, walking masquerade breaches. They do not act in accordance with their norms and traditions, and thus are treated worse than even the half-blooded daywalkers.
Ah, yeah, daywalkers. I quite pitied the daywalker we hunted. Nothing like Piotr or Kevin, a lot of them. You had mentioned they are severely oppressed in vampiric society. Are you saying independent ghouls are even worse off?
Without a doubt. They're often despised among the kindred elite and blood-hunted all over the world. These
Yeah, basically daywalkers, I believe, are vampires that are so weak that they can't even,
merciless hound that can unwittingly destroy an entire society.
they lack nearly all the abilities, and
Street.
figure that also
Independence usually
some of the
plays
weaknesses.
secret, actually with more progressive vampires, or those that are also under the big boot, like the daywalkers.
So how do you work as an independent ghoul?
Well, again, there are many ways. Often they have multiple different donors, getting vitae where they can find it, but always being wary of the blood bond. That's essentially it. Outside of that, you're independent. You can do whatever.
So what kind of ability? What the fuck?
Cracker said it with his primal scream therapy again.
Oh, that's practice.
Neighbors.
Okay, so Crack's is just a weirdo neighbor.
Holy shit! Oh no.
He'll be all out of house before long.
Have you seen his house? It's submerged in a ditch and has a tarp for a roof.
An upsetting figure. If he weren't such a loose cannon, he would make an excellent hunter.
He's
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit typical coming from you.
Oh, speaking of loose cannons, there are also our twisted allies in hunter ghouls.
Hunter ghouls.
Ah.
Oh.
Yep, ghouls who
Right.
Feed
Things are
on
starting
us.
to click.
the vamps.
Good. As you can imagine, they are hunters who hunt down, stake, and then keep their quarry to carefully feed off of till the stock runs dry.
Right. I understand.
That is a dangerous, dangerous thing. I can see why they're not, well liked.
Brink of what we do, innit?
That's right. We only extract information. Thus far.
Don't like that implication.
Another thing we do not do is sling vitae. Would have made some serious dosh in Yarmouth had we kept those canites staked.
I'm not sure.
I jest, of course.
I mean, you do it a little bit, but that's just a particular exemption.
Many an independent manages to do it for a living, using the same vampiric powers against those that would call them thralls and cattle. It's a serious hustle. One has to respect it, but I'd never condone it. You lose too much of yourself to vitae once you imbibe it. What else? We also have ghoul families.
Like, families that are all ghoul.
That exists too, but no. I mean ghouls that have been so ghouled that they pass on their ghouldom to their ghouldren.
Yeah, I know that one.
Horrible.
I believe Dracula
Like a
started as
rare
one of
blood disease,
those.
then. The vitae spreads from mother to child.
As far as I know, that isn't a natural process. But there are ghoul families so embossed with their master's vitae that they even produce vitae of their own. These individuals are called
Remnants.
and are
Yeah,
typically
Dracula
deeply
was one.
loyal to a given clan, sect, or bloodline.
Well, at least one at some point.
Interesting.
And then he ascended to something or other and caused a lot of trouble.
Something like that.
Piotr babies? I refute the very notion! But no. Oh, and speaking of family... Horse, my baby boy! How's father's little giant? Yeah.
Hello, horse.
Ah, please, eat my apologies, horse. You're still a bit queasy, aren't you? You have your father's eternal respect for the strength you've displayed these past few nights. We're looking for a ladder, by the way. I suspect there might be a ghoul on or in our roof. Oh, certainly. Death will come slowly.
Oi, actually, the potential ghoul on the roof? Just making sure. It is an animal, yeah? You had already mentioned animal ghouls previously.
Of course! Animal ghouls are limited in what they can do, but immensely versatile. Imagine a peregrine falcon acting as your
Oh
eyes.
god, yeah,
Imagine
that's
a
fucking...
rhinoceros as a mount. Imagine giving a dog...
Any animal fan can tell you what a peregrine falcon is capable of.
Double gorilla! Imagine a whale! I don't know how that works, but just think about whales for a second! These things are all possible, provided you have the vitae to spare. And a familiar like this is, evidently, something our dormitor has invested in. Isn't that just wacky off the walls, dearest horse, kindest horse, fairest horse in all the land of Angol? Yeah. He says he would run it over, stomp it into the ground, and then crush its skull in his big mouth should it near his home. Oh, but he'd only eat it if it was made of plant or whatever. He is a horse, of course.
Uh-huh.
Plant ghouls!
Plant?
Yeah!
Plant ghoul. I mean, I suppose if you water a plant with ready, eh? Ah, blood magic.
Blood sorcery?
Indeed. With it, it's possible to grow a garden of blood-addicted plants that are excellent for disposing of bodies. Zalia's job only got a touch easier and a whole lot more dangerous when that viscera garden was grown. There's also the plant people that certain blood sorcerers can create. Haunting human simulacrums made from plants, such as the mandrake. Those are able to perform only the most basic of tasks, though.
Okay, this makes me want to play a blood magic boy if I ever play a game.
Wait, that's Horse's
That
job.
sounds fascinating.
Don't steal Horse's job.
I never dare. Why are we here again? Oh, that's right. Ladder. Over here. Oh, God. It's also too small.
Are we too big?
I swear, where is the bloody ceiling ladder? I know we had it in the workshop before.
The tall one?
Yes.
Oh, it sounds like somebody destroyed something.
I put that one in the chimney.
You what?
Well, I had to see where the secret chimney door in my room went.
Your... What?
Yeah, there's like this secret door in the chimney wall in my room. Actually, it leads all the way up to the roof.
It does?
Okay, that's fixed.
Yes.
Nope, never mind.
Forgotten. Let's go climb the chimney.
Sorry, I just noticed this thing I have was coming apart. I didn't like that, so.
I'll come back with dinner in just a bit.
Secret door, chimney ladder. Oh God, just ignore it for now. Just ignore it. Just ignore it. You know, with all this
Yeah,
time,
secret chimney door is definitely bizarre and bad. Yeah. I just assumed he meant
really
like
can't
something
bear
else,
to
and
see
then
someone
you
who
know,
do any of
in his
this.
room.
It's gross, immoral, senseless, all kinds of bad words.
There are not enough bad words in the world's collated lexicon for the true depths of evil that can be inflicted on mankind by the worst of these slavers.
Really? And these true depths of evil? What do they entail?
I will not linger on this for long, as these things are... It is where the mind wanders unwillingly. Thoughts of those victims that have you feeling like you aren't doing enough. That you
Wow.
need to do
It's good to see the actual compassionate side of D again. So far, we've only seen that in A Good Life.
Victims.
Lobotomized servitors drunk on the vitae, the freedom and personhood stolen from them. They take these people, like you, like me, like our family and friends. Imagine it! The complexity of our lives, the worth we place in our memories, our abilities, our moments, and our place. They take it! They take it and literally mold them away in favor of grotesquerie with the hateful, hateful magics! They form and reshape their minds, their bodies to shapes and sizes utterly inhuman. They trap these people within their own skin as they take their all, and like vile caricatures of sculptors, carpenters, crafters, and leatherworkers, these fiends fashion their desires out of their victims. Living furniture that cannot scream, walking blood taps with spigots of innards. Animated art, mercilessly bent, just the perfect angle. Gargoyle folk, bound by ritual to a particular
yeah, those are the
place,
thing.
never to guard it, unable to leave it. Blood-bound cabals of wizards and
Once again,
pure
the trim here are fucked up
imagination,
motherfuckers.
squeezed and siphoned until nothing remains. People turn to bird feeders for unspeakable specters, hungrily eating their flesh, their essence, hulking abominations made of entire families, parents, grandparents, children, their sinew and flesh inseparably fused like sickly mixed mince.
Now, that one is definitely the results of the shovelheads. I can't remember what they're
Okay,
called.
stop. I don't need to hear anymore.
The flesh crafters.
Apologies, son-in-law. I got carried away.
It's fine. It's just... I don't like this at all. It makes me want to... This all makes me want to...
Do more.
Yeah. I want to... save this person. In the chapter house, I mean. Whoever it is.
I don't think that'll be an
Better.
option.
You won't save just them. You will save them all.
So, what should we do once we find this poor thing in our house?
Kill it, probably.
Really?
I'm sorry, son-in-law. But it would be best to save this poor animal from its misery.
That is how we save them? But wait, what about the ghoul in the chapter house? Are we going to kill them?
No! Not necessarily.
Yeah, not necessarily. You might be able to capture them and...
We can see what we can do. I'm optimistic. I think capturing the chapter house ghoul will be largely a triviality. After that, it's up to us figuring out the finer details of that ghoul.
And honestly, capturing them is smart because it meant to figure out what they've told their master and so on and so forth.
Is that the ghoul infiltrator is one of the people already inside the Arcanum chapter house, and no secret person X, no animal, and no bloody plant. Was that right?
Yes, skipping some details, what Kevin gave me was the following. Allow me to paraphrase. This is something the status quo vampire big shots would not want hunters to know. They have ghouls all across East Anglia, serving as the backbone of their information network. This allows them to expand the borders of their domain, line their pieces up in the war effort.
I mean, it's smart.
And most importantly, to get at something. Something that, as of now, remains unknown.
Oh boy.
They have ghouls in several organizations, and as Kevin listed them off by name, that is when he mentioned the Arcanum as one of the afflicted orgs.
I think it makes quite a lot of sense for a high-ranking vampire to want a ghoul within the Arcanum, to make sure they can redact any research that comes a bit too close to breaching their... masquerade.
Yes.
Yeah, on
By
that
logic,
as well
this
as
ghoul
any
has
other thing that might be a threat to the
We
trade.
never discovered them whilst in
Like
the
them.
deploy.
Is that a certainty, Sadi?
Well, of course. One of my primary duties while on staff was guarding against such infiltration. But if you seek more compelling proof, you'll note our scholarship on the vampiric was never redacted whilst we were there.
Wait, hold on. If they, for whatever reason, couldn't get rid of our scholarship whilst we were members, could the ghoul have been involved in getting us banned from the Arcanum?
That would have been easy. Rambald Blacklaw had been lobbying for our ban since the day we came, after all.
Yep, so all they needed was the voice of this.
Respected the Arcanum's rules all that much.
Yes, at least.
Your point is pointed, though. It means the ghoul might well have existed alongside us, even back then.
Yep.
Nevertheless, this is a side
Just
tangent.
less effective because
Further
you're
on in the
around.
interview, Kevin went ahead and mentioned the Hunter data. Some kind of evil, fucked up data computer hypertech that immediately injects the names, age, and location of all hunters in East Anglia directly into your brainstem.
Didn't you refer to it as a floppy disk earlier?
Yeah? I would assume it flops its way through my ear canal or something. Evil word.
He didn't understand machine tech.
As I was saying, the hunter data is, of course, top
Evil
priority
worm,
for
huh?
vampires of any stripe.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
They would know the location
Mostly
and
with the,
identity of all hunters in the
werewolves.
region.
Bloody hell. With that sort of data, they could wipe a lot of us out. Why the hell would you keep something like that?
Huh, blame the coalition. Under their watch, power and influence over the unaligned hunters will always be a higher priority than their security.
What idiots! I can start to see why you're so fervently anti-authority, Sadi.
Excellent! We'll make an enemy of the state of you yet!
I wouldn't go that far.
Regardless, Kevin first learned of the data when he was still part of polite vampire society.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Gorilla, yeah?
Yes. Did you learn that name during the interview?
They kept bringing it up alongside
Yeah.
something called Anarchs and their own Sabbat membership.
That's what I mean when I say practical learning. You'll always get better information after
Yeah, so the Camarilla are the,
than you ever will from my
Control
generalized
human
understanding.
society from the shadows, folks. The Anarchs are the people who
He first learned of it as part of the
agreed
local Camarilla.
to some degree with the Camarilla, but also like, fuck you, controlling manipulative assholes.
Apparently, the Sabbat had a spy within another
That's not how we should
org
roll
that
openly.
works with the Arcanum. Allegedly, they finished compiling the hunter data only recently.
Hold on, I absolutely did miss what he just said there.
Data.
Oop.
That name during the interview.
They kept bringing it up alongside something called Anarchs and their own Sabbat membership.
That's what I mean when I say practical learning. You'll always get better information out of the local ne'er-do-wells than you ever will from my generalized understanding. But yes, he first learned of it as part of the local Camarilla. But then learned more whilst hanging out with Piotr, as apparently the Sabbat had a spy within another org that works with the Arcanum. Allegedly, they finished compiling the hunter data only recently.
So the ghoul is going to be after that data.
Yeah, I briefly thought they said
It's likely
the spot was
literally
working with
archives,
Camarilla,
so
which is
it won't be easy to
wild
get.
as shit.
I can't imagine the ghoul is in any particular rush if they're a more permanent resident. I can only imagine them getting a bit panicky when we hit the scene. And depending on how they respond, we will respond in kind.
Hopefully we can get through this without wanton
Ah, and then there was, yeah, the kindly old guy got grisly murdered.
Now, your room, was it?
Yes, quick! Quickly! Yes, quick! I love my room.
I've been meaning to ask, how did you get that bronze horse statue in here?
Ah, yes, the horse of Saint Mark. You see, it's actually made of copper rather than. Wait! Shh. In here.
Yeah, this is the door.
How have I never seen this? Also, isn't it dangerous to put a ladder in a chimney?
Oh, what? We only burn evidence behind Horse's house anyhow. Now, quiet! Let us head up. Stop here.
Torch on.
Oh, and it leads right to the attic.
This is the attic, isn't it? You know,
That's fucking weird.
somehow I've never actually been up here.
Yeah, there's something supernatural going on with that. There's gotta be.
Goodness bleeding gracious, you blasted a hole in the roof cap!
Got away! Damn it!
Oh no, rain's leaking in.
Crawled into the walls!
Oh god, insurance won't cover this.
Do not divest your attention in such worldly things, son-in-law! Did you see it? Or rather,
That thing is way too powerful. It's blasting holes and things.
two. And those creatures, they were not rats.
What?
Here, trumpet! Of course!
What do you hear?
This started in the cellar, didn't it?
It did. That's where we first heard it.
Oh.
Them.
I have a theory. Come with me. We
They've been
head for
eating up the blood
cellar.
spills.
God!
Stealth into the cellar.
Wait, watch the slippery!
Step!
Shit, Sadine!
Damnable ghost of Peter Pat.
Yotzar's favorite leg. It's the name of
What's
this
going on?
tune.
There is the pressure washer. Throw it down now!
Oh shit, where is it?
You poor things!
Oh, it's up here! Sadine, catch!
Take this, you. But where did they go?
Did they go invisible?
No, they ran away at great speed before I could shoot. They could leap at us from any corner.
Shit! Sadie, blast the roof with the pressure washer.
The roof?
Well, they hated the rain, didn't they? Have water sprout all over the room.
Your brain cracks at the seams. Let's make it
Yeah,
rain.
it should probably not blow a hole in this wall.
2, 1. Pressure washer. Go!
There, from the big pipe in the ceiling. They're leaping down!
Wait.
Oh.
What are they doing?
Oh.
They're
Dogs.
drinking the floor blood?
No. Oh no.
How did these dogs get in there?
Ape's blood. Oh god.
Ah! The clouds
Yeah,
have
that would explain
cleared.
it.
These creatures have ghouled themselves.
Is that even possible?
I mean, it's supposed they don't necessarily have been dogs
Likely
beforehand.
scenario. A vampire's blood usually dusts after only a short while. But Ape was young enough that his vitae remained for longer than usual. But even so, I would have figured the potency of the leftover vitae would have gone by now. Yet it seems it was potent enough to have its effects last until today.
Poor things. They look miserable.
These creatures. I have never seen anything so pathetic in my life.
Well, they're certainly not rats.
Are they not?
Well, no, they're dogs. They're clearly dogs. Greyhounds.
Don't be so sure.
Oh, what?
They have drank the blood of the ape boy.
Yeah, and the Bruja have.
Humans can suffer immediate consequences for their imbibement of a particular vampire's vitae. Banes and curses can come both mentally and physically. Look at these beasts. Abnormal, spindly legs, balding, spotty hide, curved abnormal backs, ears like skin flaps, eyes too big for their skulls, snaggled teeth, and this constant nervous shivering when not snout deep, necks unnaturally bent, lapping at that accursed spill.
The dogs.
They suffer a goulash of mutations, carried from the drinking of the
I mean-
highly volatile and beastly.
Some of that
blood
yeah,
the
could
ape.
actually, just dog breeds.
Sadie. These are clearly just normal greyhounds.
There is nothing normal about these goblinoids.
Greyhound owners say the same thing.
Not be so easily deceived. It could be in-stretched rats, predatory muntjacks, or, of course, ghouls, fey creatures.
We are in too deep.
Look at these gremlin beasts. They shame themselves. No longer suited for the courts of the dreaming.
You're being mean somehow.
Sadly, we must kill them.
Sir.
If we pour epoxy into the vitae, we could make a rudimentary glue trap.
No.
Perhaps an asbestos bomb is in order?
No.
Ow.
Fine. They are rather cute from a certain angle. Devilish little creatures. Therefore, I will simply and humanely slap at it.
We should take responsibility.
Is that not what I'm doing?
We owe these poor animals more than this.
I hate this as much as you, son-in-law.
Also,
but this
you know,
is
hunting hounds are
mercy.
useful, so.
It is dangerous to keep them alive. Not only to us, but to themselves.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, what?
Have I not elaborated enough on the why?
Keep
this
them
evening?
alive,
You have
and I
incensed
guarantee
me,
you they'll be
son-in-law.
very good at sniffing out
What
vampires.
fear?
Sir, you haven't really gotten to the why yet. Not really. But I think I know what it is. It's about your children. It's about Markus.
As inquisitive as ever.
Just before you do anything to these dogs, answer this. Why are you keeping diablerie and now the mechanics of ghouling a secret?
Yeah.
I suppose I did want to tell you. So I will. I wish
That's-
you to aid me in preventing Marcus from learning certain truths.
Why?
Truths these creatures epitomize.
That's what I figured.
For the time being, at least.
Worried that if he found it out, he might become one of those ones who feed on
powers of their dormitory.
yeah, ghoul
A
hunters.
fraction of it, but enough to make the ghouls stronger, faster, age far slower, and gain access to vampiric magics. Well, in the chapter house, we will, without doubt, be dealing with an abnormal ghoul, much like these. How abnormal? I cannot say. But their dormitor and regnant, as I have learned, is one of the most powerful vampires in Norfolk, far outstripping even Diablerist Piotr.
And I see, you know, Diablo does lead into ghoulification, so
Markus is brilliant in his
he'd
search
probably
for
think of it ghoul
optimization.
stuff independently
The
himself.
bloody stake jacket somehow worked to his credit. But do you really think he would stoop so low as to ghoul himself?
Yeah,
I can't
okay,
see
fair enough. I hadn't even thought about that, but
Diablerie from this experiment was
maybe
a
he would.
massive mistake. I could have prevented it. I recognize that. But the idea that humans can, in essence, diablerize vampires, preventing that knowledge from entering his highly eccentric mindset, is not too late. Marcus is willful, brash, arrogant, and stubborn. If he believes he can master vampire vitae
Yeah.
without falling prey to its wiles, he will do it.
I don't remember saying
And should
agree
he
with his
try,
take on this,
he
but
will
I, you know, it actually makes
I'll
his
be frank.
decisions a lot more understandable in regards to
That's
this.
great. Couldn't you just teach him about these dangers before he comes across them himself?
Marcus never lets danger stop him, even at the cost of a functioning brain.
Ah, yeah, that would be the Magnus the Red inspiration.
Stop squirming! Stop retreating!
Then why let him hunt? If this information can be stumbled upon when hunting like this, why allow Markus to carry out interrogations and, hell, even experiments on our quarry? If you really think it's that serious,
That's a valid
why
point.
are you ever allowing him this kind of freedom?
It is not a matter of allowing him. He has chosen this path, as all my children who hunt have. And I am proud of him for it. In time, I shall shape Marcus into a hunter much like myself. I cannot deny that Marcus is already immensely powerful, and in sheer headstrong determination almost surpasses me. But in his pursuits, he hurts himself. Even if he is sat down and taught the risks of, say, imbibing vampire vitae, would he really listen?
I think he would. I really do. At least talking to him would be worth a try.
You might not have noticed, but he sees vampires, what they can do, their power, and yearns for such power himself. He cannot help it. I can fully relate. Almost any hunter can. But that kind of power will damn him. And why would he care if it damns him? His damnation could save thousands. He thinks he can overcome such a curse and balance the scales, but that's hubris. And Markus has yet to comprehend the true reality of damnation.
Yeah, this is just super fucking compelling. I don't really.
The cost of that path. I was hoping that, given the freedom to face them of his own accord, he would learn. But so far, he instead places blame on me for not serving theory to him, mushed up on a plate.
Okay. All right.
I mean, he's perfectly right.
I feel you might.
You encourage him to do these things, and when it inevitably backfires in an understandable way,
It is your privilege.
it is your fault for not warning him not to do that.
If it was true, then Markus is already likely to see a person that he knows as a ghoul, potentially pulling whatever tricks they've got up their sleeves when cornered.
If it is so, I hope that, in itself, is the lesson that will get through to him. Beyond that, I do not think the ghoul possesses the time, will, or forethought to use any disciplines they may have in a constructive or terribly impressive fashion. Hopefully, this subject will be irrelevant.
Why do you think that? I mean, what will happen if the ghoul does fight back proper?
When the ghoul is found out, either through being starved into admission, or maybe even busted by Occam and his solar sorcery, they might scramble and try to fight back. If they do, we will do what we do best. Pummel them into submission before they can act.
And if they're smart enough to use their powers constructively, what then?
Oh.
Well, there are a few things we can know with certainty about our ghoul. These will be our red truths, drenched in the blood of Kevin himself. Our ghoul's dormitory, Red,
And the dogs are
is the
just standing
premier
there.
regent of East Anglia. She's an immensely powerful blood sorcerer and is able to use a wide variety of disciplines. This also means our ghoul has a fair quantity of disciplines they could potentially have.
That is bad.
But this is something I have learned about the Regnant's favored ghouls, particularly those that work as spies. They only have what's useful for their roles.
Ah.
Sharpened senses, the power to bend minds, and, for a special few, blood sorcery. But for most,
Well, that one guy doesn't seem like the type who would have blood sorcery, but
I'm told, considered an irrelevant investment to that most callous regent.
So in the worst case,
I figure, like,
nothing we haven't
yes,
dealt
but
with
the
before.
Arcanum is exactly the kind of place where you want to invest that.
You vex me with your concern, sway me to second-guessing myself. It is possible they have been granted another.
After all, if nothing else, if they're found out and caught going rogue and killing some of the Arcanum staff and people,
These drafts can give
still
another
at least
vampire
cause a lot of problems on the way out.
limited access to more powerful magics, if only for a short time.
Oh god.
These drafts are usually limited to disciplines of strength, speed, and endurance. But, and this is the kicker, here, as far as I know, unique to Norfolk, there is at least one more of these drafts. A draft of domination. With just such a draft, a ghoul could perform even worse acts of mind chicanery. They could give victims complex orders that will be carried out without question.
Holy shit, that would be
Even
perfect.
order them to attack their friends and family.
Like, make this, the guy who already looked like he wasn't doing well, kill someone else
Moderately wary. Yet the risk of this draft
in a gory fashion, making them look like they're the ghoul.
outweighed by the risk inherent to Markus's knowledge expanding too far.
Sadi, sorry, but why are you so cavalier towards the threat of this ghoul compared to your worry over Markus? What if the ghoul ends up a significantly larger threat than you're expecting?
My priorities are not that skewed. if it becomes relevant, I will have to give in and inform. Oh my God, I'm informing.
No, not again.
Damn it!
Sadiq.
Fine. And you will have to help me clean up the inevitable mess. Not the vomit, the ghoul stuff.
Fair.
Yet even so, I am confident. No matter how powerful their master is, they've walked into the lion's den. They could never hope to defeat 5 prepared hunters, a Celtic martial.
I wonder if it's one of Marcus's friends.
Really bigoted Belgium.
That changes
They have no hope.
everything.
Frankly, I believe rebels will be a bigger threat to us than any ghoul. There will be enough suffering for this poor victim even before the grand reveal. I aim for a peaceful solution. I do genuinely hope we can help them in the end.
That.
Yeah, see, now I'm worried it's one of Marcus's friends, yeah.
But with that, sir,
Dweeb, the goth lady, and the,
please, please, please.
the
The same
least
fate known for
nerd.
these dogs. Look, you've just been holding them for this entire conversation, and they've done nothing.
You have lured me into the glue trap of a moral conundrum, which I will utilitarianism my way out of. Prepare yourself, canine!
Wait, okay. If you are willing to kill these animals for the sake of Marcus's continued ignorance, at least tell me, when do you think Marcus will be ready?
Huh.
That
Oh, that's a tough one.
is something I cannot tell you. Not yet.
In all honesty, sir, and sorry, I must be rather harsh here, you are being irrational.
Why
I can't see Marcus ever going as far as you are worried he might. I see a headstrong attitude, I see recklessness, and I see a want to one-up the opposition in creative and unexpected ways. But abusing vampire blood? No. What worries me far more is the fact that this secrecy of yours is creating rifts between you two. He doesn't trust you. He knows you are keeping things from him. I mean, you should know. He complains about it constantly.
Yes, I have worried somewhat about our relationship.
Yeah,
as of late.
I
That's
think
the side
you
effect.
consider that perhaps what you're seeing here
Keeping things from him for
is
his
the
protection
rejection of yourself
means...
and your own failures.
Not a projection, a reflection. I see in him myself in my younger days. I see a dark future that can still be halted in its tracks. And I see
That had heavy implications about you doing that, huh, D?
that ghouldom is only the surface of an abyssal trench. One Marcus has already once stared into.
What do you mean?
What? I'm not on the earth making a mistake. I'm deep. How could you?
Eternal warfare.
All right, son-in-law. Let me tell you the tale.
Oh, are we getting details about what the fuck's up with
It
Marcus?
was 1988. Marcus.
And it's
was
already
12
existent
years
supernatural abilities? Because I know he's got them.
We were parked down in Norfolk Island, off the coast of Australia.
Norfolk Island.
You were already a grown man when Marcus was
On
a
our
kid.
exploration of the island's locale, we were dealing
How
with a pernicious,
old are you?
a bitter local legend.
Interesting.
I like these beasts, but far more murderous. I shan't say much else specific, for the nature of the Fae is far beyond our current purview. Suffice to say, we were thrust into a net of intrigue and horror, with a sadistic Fae king at its center. We were, ultimately, forced to make a choice. The details are too awful to recount here,
Wait,
fool, but in short,
He's got a Game Boy and horses. Got a what's Japanese on it? Or Chinese? I don't really know which, but I'm assuming Japanese because it might be Marcus's. So
be a thrall of the king and his court for the next 40 years.
What? You mean... Oh. This is what happened to Marcus's brother.
Don't say his name. Please.
I'm sorry.
There was another brother.
Markus knew what was going to happen. And despite his youth, he appeared to save his dear brother. He made a horrible mistake.
Ooh.
What on earth are you talking about, Sir D?
In his attempts to thwart this dark bargain,
I actually have to go back and
suffice to
get
say, we were thrust into
again. He's like,
intrigue
what?
and horror with a sadistic Fey king at its center. We were
What happened to the brother?
ultimately forced to make a choice. The details are too awful to recount here in full, but in short, the only way to halt a heinous curse on the land would be to send one of our own to be a thrall of the king in his court
Yep.
for the next 40 years.
What?
So they've got a son lost in there for 40 years.
Oh.
Obviously, they're
This
analogous
is
to
what
the
happened to Marcus's
Emperor's
Say
sons,
his
but
name. I
which one of them? Horse?
please.
I'm sorry.
One of the nameless ones?
Marcus knew what was going to happen. And despite his youth, he appeared to save his dear brother. He made a horrible mistake.
What
Yeah,
on earth are
Phelan, you
talking about,
gotta
Sir
careful
D?
what you say and
In his
do.
attempts to thwart this dark bargain, he believed he could make another.
Oh. Yep.
Marcus thought he was channeling a rival power in the Fey court. Instead, he made direct contact with something far, far worse.
I thought he might have been secretly a mage, but
Alien presence, an unfathomable evil. It is beyond description, son-in-law. An outer force, not a monster,
an Eldrick?
not a demon, a thing.
Oh, something Eldrick.
I've never heard of this.
I know not how he did it.
Picture's partly burnt. This is part of the World of Darkness lore I don't know anything about. I honestly don't know anything about the Eldritch shit in lore, but I completely believe it's there. Very well done art of that.
Tools I left carelessly within his reach. Perhaps through his inherent sorceress aptitude, I know not.
So he does have sorceress abilities. He does,
Just
is
a moment.
a mage,
A
or
connection
at least
was made.
was.
And the abyss, for a time, closed in around us.
The Abyss?
Door, horse, Anton. We all moved quickly.
Anton?
Severed the ritual, severed the connection. But that entity, that thing, it is still out there, son-in-law. Waiting, watching, hungering. Marcus's potential burns bright. You know this more than anyone. He can be the best of us. The best of all of us. Yet it is that same promise that can damn him lower than any other. Our plan to thwart the
I
bargain failed.
honestly don't know anything about the Abyss. Holy shit.
That day, I lost a son.
Anton?
It was not the first time. But it shall be the last. I shall not lose another. Never again!
For all his problems, he does care about his kids.
Sir D.
That's
Marcus
at least
will
partly
grow.
because of his
He
issues.
will flourish. He will reach the heights that await him. But he must do so with my guidance. Without it, he could be lost in ways you cannot fathom. Do you understand? Without my wisdom, he is doomed. Should he part the dark too quickly, it already waits to engulf him whole. It knows him. It knows my son. No. That as
Super
far as
fucking
what's
compelling.
supernatural is, as far as what we must face, as far as the true
Holy
horrors
shit.
of reality are concerned, Ghouls are specks of dirt at the tip of the froth on the surface of a trench so deep it is literally impossible for us to fathom. Ghouls and vampires, the fight against them is integral to our reckoning. It lays the very groundwork for our whole operation. Make no mistake.
But it is not the only thing going on.
That are simply too far beyond you. And Markus, in his youth, no less, caught a glimpse of the million eyes that stare from the bottom of that trench, and their gaze followed, even as he looked away.
Why has
Holy
he never
shit.
told me this?
Because
Sure.
he forgot.
Forgot? How?
That I cannot say.
Oh god. And that's why you're so worried. He doesn't even have the lesson from that instance to teach him.
So, please, even if you cannot see it, please, just wait a little while longer.
Holy shit, this is so good. I'm glad I at least watched this one. Holy shit.
Just a little more.
It's gracious.
Please, just say, how about... Yes, yes, the release of that video game you two keep nattering about. The one you are
Which
so
game is that?
excited about being released after 10 years in development.
Team Fortress 2?
Yes!
Oh my god, Team Fortress 4
Fortress
isn't even
2.
out yet.
When it is released,
Oh my
I will
god.
talk to him. I swore I will even play it with you.
Will you?
I will play it, and as we video game play, running about in
I think he'd
virtual
enjoy the
space,
game.
happy and sedated and content.
I think he'd vibe a
will
lot with
tell
the Team
him
Fortress teams.
everything.
Okay, but wait, the official release date or the beta release?
Yes! Let us shake on it!
No.
What?
Counterproposal. I will not tell Markus anything until TF2 releases, as long as the dogs are left alive.
Really now?
I will lie to Markus about what these little buggers are, as well as why they're here.
And what do you intend with them?
It is possible to wean someone off of being a ghoul, right?
Rosalia suffered through her life as a ghoul. We tried to save her, but I failed. I hear that after our final goodbye, she got better. But I don't know how she managed it, because I divorced her and left Poland forever. She's celebrating 108 this year.
Yeah, of course she's one of his exes.
And I'm very happy for her.
Wow. Good. That's
Okay,
great to
again,
hear.
how are you so
Then we
fucking
have,
old?
Well, something to work with.
Is it a deal then?
Sure is.
And that is why you are my number one son-in-law.
Not. Markus is. And all. And boy. And all the others.
Well,
I am happy being number one-in-law.
well said. And stupid alleged hounds who are clearly fey beasts, welcome to the team. Fortress 2?
Hell yeah.
Well, until you manage to unhook yourselves, little skim nymphs, we are your domitors.
Huh?
After all, we're the ones providing the goods.
Oh, God.
Listen, new grandchildren.
Sorry?
You will live in the attic. Any other vermin who enters this house, barring Mr. Snuggles the cat,
From hesitant to absolutely embracing it.
you will either chase out, eat, or forced to join your pack. A pack loyal to our family.
This is... Right, okay.
Come, let us show Markus his new attic children.
Wait, what?
Markus, wake up! You're a parent now. Congratulations.
I... Oh, boy. I'll just...
0 to 11 every fucking time with that man.
I better put this stuff in bags, I guess. Oh, it's sticky.
That was just solidly good. I stopped too early. Still got a little bit of time. Probably for the, yep. Crash Course on the Fatally Addicted. Let's see what weird shit is at the end here. Oh god, he sounds like me on one of the, or two of the streams I did. Yeah, I am aware that some of those had fucked up audio. That's something that just happens sometimes. I don't know what the fuck caused it. I checked before this time, though. Just to be sure. I'll double check now. Is this fine? Yep. Don't know why this sometimes just breaks on me. And it breaks for a while. Still no idea what he's going for in here. I absolutely am going to have to just watch somebody as go over this shit and talk about stuff, because I'm sure there's something going on. It just goes over my head. That was a lot. Beyond even just the ghoul stuff. First of all, I love the end there, just the end of that in general, but all that. Markus dipping into the abyss. The full understanding of why exactly. He would be so terrified. Both because his son reminds him of himself and because of what he's previously done as a child. It's just solidly fucking good. I loved it. I still think the one where we meet Marcus's friends is my favorite so far. But I absolutely have to think that of the audio logs, this is my second favorite. The Life Will Live is going to be the second favorite overall of everything I've seen so far, though. That's still just fantastic. I appreciate the firm commitment that it is out of concern and love for his son that he does what he does. He doesn't mean to be a piece of shit asshole. It just kind of ends up happening. So... you know, it's just a side effect of who D is as a person. And who Markus is. He feels the need to protect him from himself. And in doing so, in some ways, damaging things. And he's aware of that, but also he's too scared to change his course. Not without Ken pushing it, at least. Ken has made it so that he's very least willing to say something someday, but... and even put a firm pin on it. But yeah, ironically, I think Steve would love it. He'd buy 100% with all the absolute lunatics that are the fucking team. Fortress teams. The mercenaries. They are absolute lunatics. Exactly of his fucking kind. And, yeah. I hadn't really thought of that, but yeah. It's good shit, honestly. But yeah, shit. I deeply appreciate what that did for the story and everything. I miss watching Hunter. I am running out of time before we get to next month, though, and I still need to start editing some of this stuff, and when it comes time, well, I'm starting a little later than I intended. When I start streaming Castlevania, Portrait of Ruin, and what's the other one? Order of Ecclesia. It will be starting the first. Actually, given everything that's happening, first Friday of the month. Maybe that would since I'm not doing or the first Thursday, depending on timing, I might actually just go in straight in at the end of the day. It depends on stuff, because I got stuff that day and the day before, and but I might be able to squeeze this on. I actually have to consider it, because like my Fridays are no longer open anymore, but I still might use them as my days off. It just means that, unlike before, I'm more than willing to just place a day onto it. So I'll probably still do Friday that time. Actually, I need to make my schedule. Holy shit, I haven't done that. So yeah, yeah, I haven't actually done it. Every year for Halloween, I do a Castlevania game. I do at least one Castlevania game. Usually multiple of them if they're short enough. I'm doing portable games. They're short enough. Portrait of Ruin and Order of Ecclesia are the last two Metroidvania 2D games. They're for the DS, both for the DS. And they're the last two of the ones that I'm willing to play. I'm not going to bother with the first three. They don't appeal to me. I played every other one that's 2D. And if I finish them fast enough, I will also do Curse of Darkness. Though I might change my mind and instead do Loss of Innocence or whatever it is. For reference, if you don't get that one is. In fact, I'm probably going to start that before this goes up, to be honest with you. But we'll see. I think I want some of these to be going up during October, though, because they fit too well. Along with my Halloween theme. So if you see this instead of the weekly Invincible, I'm just sliding this in there. But yeah, Curse of Darkness is one of the 3D games. I honestly don't know what to expect about that. The PS2 one, I like that. I have no idea what to expect from it. But yeah. Once I eventually run out of Castlevania games, I'll probably inject the perfect time to do a Bloodlines playthrough. But that's gonna be at least probably another year away, at least, because like these three will probably, if I do them, will consume that, and then I've got probably like 3 games left total. So, anyways. That's me just talking about my other channel in hopes of getting you people to go watch it and hang out with me there. But this is HighPriest, and I will see you all next time, folks.